Welcome to BFME2, the Rise of the Witch King, for a replay commentary in an epic 1v1 matchup between amazing players. We have the yellow Dwarven player Meishiro, and his opponent is the red Dwarven player Mustafa. So it's a Dwarven matchup, mirror, civil war. Two mineshafts opening for both the players, of course, and potentially we will see two times also the Hall of Warriors, which is the primary production building for the Dwarven faction. From this building you can recruit pretty much all the early game units you want to, starting with the Dwarven Guardians, but also Phalanxes can be recruited. Later on also we can recruit the special units, the Dwarven Zealots, which by the way are also the fastest Dwarven units in the entire game. And this is a matchup where the mobility is not going to be the advantage for either player, so it's going to be super important to build those mineshafts close to the opponent side of the map. And with the mineshafts you can teleport your units from a location to another one, and this way close the distance without having to walk a long way. And it's gonna open with a phalanx, so we will see the pikemen coming out first, and I'm assuming because the builder is rotating to the bottom side, he's going to try to build a mineshaft, and with the pikemen he will try to creep the troll layer at the bottom left corner. This is going to be the layer. Because dwarves, once they get the chance to control the inn, can actually recruit the hobbits, which are also pretty strong, even though they are kind of cheap to recruit. And also the inn is going to work like a secondary production building, secondary barracks you can recruit additional units from. So he's going to open with the creep at the top side. The other player is rushing with the guardians forward. I'm assuming both players will be picking the rallying call. He's trying to block this area with a production building, so it's gonna buy some time to bring some reinforcements to deal with those guardians. And he's losing a lot of time trying to hit this. And because they have the equal speed, as long as you keep running away, these red guardians can never get a chance to catch you. And you can stall it out. You can just wait it out until the enemy buff disappears. Then you can buff your own units, or you can group them up with the second guardian that's coming from the middle. And now he will get the chance to commit. There are two barracks for the red one, and rallying call is going to be used on the second guardian battalion. But a very smart move here from the red Dwarven player is body blocking with this wall hub, preventing the enemy from touching this mineshaft in a good way. And even though he's buffed, he can win this battle through, but there are two barracks, so he will be able to bring more reinforcements eventually. And these guardians are still healthy, but they cannot really do too much. The good part for this situation for the red Dwarven player is he didn't lose anything, but yet he was able to creep at least one of the layers. And this, by the way, this map is called Shadows of Isen, so it's like a reworked version of the map Forts of Isen. We get to see plenty of guardians. So this player over here is also building the second barracks. Both players not deciding to go for the forge works, which would give you the option to recruit the battle wagons, and they can also add a lot of value in those big battles with additional leadership plus sustain. But for now they wanna spam. Who spams more guardians wins. After the first couple of minutes into the game, we will have the current command point situation. The yellow Dwarven player has up to 450 command points in total, has almost gathered 2 power points after starting the game with the rallying call, and his opponent has gathered, because of the creeping, 3 power points in total, and is up to 500 command points, a slight advantage, but nothing game decisive yet. And the push is about to happen. The Guardians are approaching. They will be able to take this one down because he's not trying to defend this. Guardians have insane amount of damage output against structures, as you can see and tell. And you can even make them hit harder. The way you want to do this is you want to get this barracks to level 2 for only 300 resources. You can do this. You will get 10% additional recruit speed, so every unit you can recruit will be coming out a bit faster. Addition to that, you can purchase the Ben upgrade, but also the siege hammers, which will give you additional DPS, especially against the structures. So rallying call has been used. One of the most important mineshafts from the yellow Dwarven player has been taken down. That's pretty good. In the meantime, the fight is breaking out here too, but the red Dwarven player will also be able to win this battle thanks to the charge attack they will get through the level 2. So level 2 is super important. That's why I believe the Dwarven units benefit a lot from the banner carrier. But in order to get this, you need to get it to level 2. And the first Dwarven hero is going to be the daddy of Gimli. And his name is Klein. Just like the other Dwarven units pretty much, he's super strong against buildings. So with level 4, he will unlock the Shake Foundation. With the Shake Foundation, he can pretty much one-shot all the basic buildings in the game. And also super beefy, extremely tanky. And also super easy to level up. So this building over here is level 2. And you already purchased the banner upgrade. So every Dwarven unit can be upgraded with level 2. And this way they can also respawn over time. Remember, level 2 will also give you additional DPS already. So each level you will take, it's gonna make you stronger. But the most beneficial part about the level 2 is, of course, for the Guardians, the charge attack ability, which will turn every 1v1 situation in your favor. So the bottom side is under control from the yellow Dwarven player, and the top side is more under control from the red Dwarven player. So the map is kind of split in two pieces, and it looks pretty evenish to me. The hero differential is going to be massive though. He's level 3, 8 power points collected for yellow, and 10 power points collected for red. He could go for the heal if he wants to, but you can also just get away from this situation. Movement speed is 45. This movement speed should also be 40. 40 actually, it's even slower. So there is no chance you can ever catch Klein as long as he decides to run away. So Hobbit special summon is going to be the chosen power point. And Rallying Call is available. Now what you want to do is you want to gather a big army as big as you can. Use hobbits in addition to your big army, and then use Rallying Call to buff every single one of them. Push. Level 4 unlocked. You can't catch me. Here comes the Hobbit special summon into the Rallying Call. And the army he buffed is not really great, I mean. Only one Guardian and one Pikeman, which didn't even get buffed. But remember, the Shake Foundation is available from this bro over here. And the Shake Foundation does what it promises. It shakes the foundation indeed. And it deals hella damage. So your primary target should be the mineshaft level 2. In between those two production buildings, this basically is the heart of a mineshaft for the yellow Dwarven player. The Hobbits. Frodo Baggins. Alone. Without Samwise Gamgee, you can't do anything. Big push incoming. So Klein has been healing up a little bit over time. The Dwarven player also went for the Hobbit summon. That means he has no rebuild ability available. The Shake Foundation, it's a one-shot. I told you, it's a great investment. But he's being chased on from mini Guardians. They were all inside the mineshaft. They came out in the right time. And they used their charge attack, which also rewarded them with additional movement speed. Allowed them to catch up to enemy Klein and take him down. But it's still a great push nonetheless. However, the counter push could potentially be massive. Because he also summoned his hobbits, and they are about to commit to their own level 2 mineshaft from the red Dwarven player at pretty much the same time. But there is a level 3 Hall of Warriors. It's super tanky, 9000 HP, and it's able to shoot as well. Rebuild is not available. He could go for this though, but I think he can get away without needing to use it. The rock throw from the hobbits not dealing that great amount of damage to the buildings. So as long as they cannot hit it with the sticks in their hands, Mustafa should be just fine to go. So at this point of the time, the yellow Dwarven player looks stronger army-wise. He has basically kept the command points, and he has a bigger army than his opponent for sure. But command point-wise, it's pretty much identical. However, this push which is about to come is going to be super difficult to defend. We have yellow Guardians everywhere, 0 pikemen. Imagine how rewarding a battle wagon would be in those situations. Imagine if like 2 of these battle wagons and you could cruise over all of these guardians and wipe them out. Nice body blocking. Remember, permanent DPS coming from the level 3 Olaf warriors. Gloin is getting in there using the slam ability to knock out a lot of these enemy guardians. And the Dwarven Zealots from the red Dwarven player are going to be the difference maker in this situation. I told you before, they have insane amount of speed. So just think about this. 40 movement speed for the regular guardians. And the Dwarven Zealots on the other hand, I'm gonna click on them hopefully. They have the speed of 65. So you can never get away from them. Never. Unless you basically get into a mineshaft. And they have also the splash damage. So if you get caught in a situation like this, they get the chance to hit multiple targets at the same time. So when you can't get away from them, you need to just turn and fight them. Or you want to get your own Dwarven Zealots. It's also a possibility. And I think that's going to be also the plan from the yellow Dwarven player. Level 5 Gloin. Almost level 6. Level 10 of course unlocks the Shatterhammer. So basically an earthquake that can deal massive damage in a larger area, while Shake Foundation is a singular attack on a selected enemy building. Shake Foundation, the Shatterhammer can deal massive damage in a large area to every building in the area. And as long as they are level 2 or level 3, you can send them back. They can respawn over time. Look at their speed. How can you get away from them? The answer to this question is you just can't. You can't get away. But there is also Dwarven Zealots from the yellow. So what is he gonna do? Is he gonna commit? Is he gonna try to commit on the enemy fortress? It looks like he wants to commit to this. But remember, you're against dwarves, so he can always use rebuild. And it's risky with only one. Actually, their damage is kind of crazy. I think it kind of forced him. No, he didn't pick the rebuild yet, but it's a good amount of damage. The amount of time it takes for the citadel to rebuild, to repair itself, it's gonna be actually kind of immensely long. It's gonna take him like maybe 3 minutes until the citadel will start rebuilding itself. So it's gonna stay on low HP for a very long duration. And maybe you can get the chance to recommit to this once your Shake Foundation is back up. But the Dwarven Zealots, they have the chance, and they were able to catch, and kill the enemy Gloin. The build has been also taken down. So it's pretty evenish game. 875 command points versus 650. 14 power points against 14. So slightly command point advantage for the yellow Dwarven player, but nothing crazy. Because most of the mineshafts are getting destroyed over and over again. This push is gonna be super rewarding, but there are some units inside of the mineshaft, and this way he should be able to defend himself. The fortress is still kind of low. Double barracks. He's finally going for the fort works. But there is a massive army. The problem is you can never catch them unless you also go for your own battle wagons. Because they have too much speed, and that's in my opinion, that's the most negative part of the dwarves. They have not a catch potential against pass units. And also King Brand is super slow. So 45 movement speed. He cannot get mounted. Of course he has the range, he can shoot from a long distance. But once the enemy Zealots gonna make it to him, he will die. Big push incoming. It's super important building level 3. He has no rebuild. Cloudbreak is gonna be used to stun him. Did they use at the same time? I'm not sure. But the stun duration is not gonna be that long, and he should be able to destroy this mineshaft nonetheless. Yes, there are too many guardians. The Dwarven Zealots doing a good job here. They should be able to clean this up with the help of the fortress plus the level 3 Olaf warriors that deals basically non-stop damage. Not Glyn. King Brand is doing a good job, you know, shooting them from a long distance. Frodo against King Brand. Who is going to win? It's not a 1v1 though, it's a 1v3. But, you know, this guy doesn't want to care. Samwise Gamgee. Take this. Why are they glowing like this? Oh, that's coming from the Berserker gang. Zealots gain 50% damage, 20% movement speed and attacks twice as fast. Disables extra throw ability while active, splash damage reuse 10. So because the way the damage amplifiers work in this game is if you could get the chance to use the extra during the effect of the Berserker gang, it would also, you know, multiply the damage output from the extra, which would cause insane amount of damage. So that's the reason why they disable it. Like, think about Gimli. If you use extra in a normal way, it deals good amount of damage. But if you use extra while your Slayer is active, it deals insane amount of damage. So yellow Dwarven player has the upper hand. He's up to 1000 command points in total. His opponent has only 500 command points. So half amount of the command points. He also went for the rebuild. So in long terms, the power point advantage should go to the yellow Dwarven player, thanks to the save of the 5 power point investment for the rebuild. So he should get to the 25th power point a bit faster. And he keeps up the pressure non-stop. Rebuild is on cooldown, so he might get the chance to destroy this enemy Hall of Warriors level 3, which would mean no more enemy Zealots to deal with anytime soon. No Gimli, but he went for the Man of Steel coming from the Archer range level 2, which could be a great choice against Infantry Beast army of your opponent. Zealots could be tanking a lot of damage through, but they might not be able to survive until they close the distance. As you can see, the Men of Steel are doing a good amount of damage. But remember, he has the chance to go for the Battle Wagons. Or what he could do is get this building to level 3, and that would give you the chance to go for the Mithril Mail, which would make your Dwarven Guardians or Phalanxes super beefy and tanky. And they could tank a lot of damage. 1000 versus 550. But he has 10 power points in the bank, so he's only 15 away from his 25th. 25th has definitely the chance to win this game, because you could just commit on the enemy fortress. It has no defenses on it. You could deal massive amount of damage thanks to the Earthquake. Or when it comes to summon the Citadel, you can use the Mighty Catapult launch. But maybe the Man of Steel can be the difference maker. Maybe. Oh, here's the Forged Blades. Dwarven Guardians. Ooh, what is this? This is coming from the level 6. They're angry, boys. I mean, he has no Mithril Mail. The Forge Blades are helpful when it comes to deal damage, but it won't make you any tankier. But he's still gonna get the chance to commit and fully destroy the level 3 mineshaft from his opponent. That's pretty important too, because he's going to drop his command points even more. Minus 100 to be precise. The builder might be in trouble over here. Will be taken down by Glyn, who is, by the way, getting dangerously close to his ultimate power, the level 10. And this one Zealot was able to clean up everything. They got up to level 7. Unlike the normal units, the mini heroes, talking about the Zealots for example, the Black Riders from the Mother faction and the Knights of the Lamroth from the Man faction, can get up to level 10. Just like normal heroes. But regular units, as you can see here, they are capped pretty much. Maximum level is level 5. Oh, but we have the King of the Dwarves. What is his name again? King Dean. Leadership with level 1. Can make the units even stronger with level 5. Super tanky, but not that strong in terms of damage. The Hobbit Summon coming in clutch here from Mustafa. He's going to use the Rallying Call on every single one of them and gets the chance to commit. This fortress has no upgrades on it, So with the Shake Foundation and the summoned units, he might be able to do a good amount of damage. Might even for... Oh, the barrage is coming also in clutch. The blue stones on their faces. And the fortress is getting super low. 1,000 command points won't help you if you end up losing your fortress, because it would cost you 5,000 resources. Where is the army when we need them? You need to defend this no matter what. The fortress is still kind of healthy-ish. He's now committing on the level 3 mineshaft, knowing that he cannot take this one down. The cloud break will be summoned from the yellow to stun the red units. And dude, Gloin is like, what alone? One-man army, Gloin! With the zealots, level 5 zealots, and the fortress is gone, just like it did. 1,000 command points, but it can't help you. Now, you cannot use your power points anymore. You cannot. And this might be legit the win condition. Being behind for the past 5 minutes, but then this one single move to turn it around. And Gloin is gonna even get the chance to get away from the situation. So he will be healing up back to full HP. And then he can just continue his journey, destroying the enemy buildings one by one. The question is, does he have any builders though? That's what I want to know. Because if you don't have a builder, he has one builder actually. He's dropping down to 600 command points in total. And will try to rebuild the fortress, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's going to try to... No, he's kind of poor. He cannot. He's not even close to 5,000. Oh, it's going to be super... Because the thing is, he can just not sit back and save resources. He needs to keep making armies over and over again. So it's going to be super difficult for him to save up to 5,000. Oh, you cannot get away. He got away? There's no way. Did he die? He didn't die actually. He was like, I think he has like 1 HP. 1 HP, if maybe 0.5 HP. I mean, he's trying to hold himself, but in reality, it's super difficult to win a game when you are down a fortress. Unless you can rebuild it super fast. Because every second that passes through without you not having a fortress and your opponent does have one fortress, will turn the game more and more in favor of your enemy. Because his powers are recharging, he has the buff advantage, he can heal, he has rebuild, he can very soon summon the hobbits one more time, he can go for another power point, for example Dwarven Riches, to grow a bit richer, and you cannot use any of yours. You cannot get more builders. If you lose builder, you are dead. You cannot recruit or revive any of your heroes. So the fortress is the heart of your base. Plus, he, I think, never went for the level 3. So he went only for the Forge Blades, but never attempted to go for the Mithril Meal. And he's super broke too. So he's... he needs like 4.5k to get the chance to rebuild the fortress. And remember, it takes you a minute or two to fully build up this building. So it's not like built up in a second. Whenever you start building it, it's gonna take you another 60 seconds before it's fully built up. 18 power points collected. So he's trying to go for a counter push, trying to kind of force the enemy to retreat, because he has all the Dwarven Zealots he needs and they have the insane amount of damage. But one thing you need to know... Oh boy. Oh my god. The Zealots can get away, but I don't think... Look, the damage output! Oh god, bro. I thought King Dean is tanky. But he's tanky against regular units. These are not regular units. What's your profession? Do you know the movie scene from Sparta? Oh, oh, oh. Full commitment. He knows all he gotta do is destroy the production building. So we are talking about this 2 Hall Warriors plus the Forge Wargs, and that should be the end of the game. And the red Dwarven player Mustafa should come ahead and get this W. And he's up to 25th power point. Dwarven Citadel. You don't have a fortress. I got even 2. Launch it. Launch the mighty catapult. He's going to get those catapult expansions around it. So these buildings are tanky because he has mainly archers, but the kaboom! But the catapult expansion should be able to get the job done. He's still committing, but he knows there is no chance of a dub, and that's going to be the victorious move from the red Dwarven player Mustafa. GG, well played. I hope you guys enjoyed this Dwarven mirror match. If you did, please let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like to not miss future uploads on this channel. Also, subscribe. I will see you next time. Until then, take care of yourself. Keep hitting like a truck, and as always, stay beyond standards. Peace out, boys.